Hello, it's Daniel. I'm going to continue now. I'm finished with the narrating the map for now. Uh, the series was intended for people who ask me, "Oh, where's this? Where's that?" And then I can show them in the video where that was. That was a bit of a boring series, but I needed to do that first. So I hope the viewers will understand that. I'm going to begin now with the Slayer. So this is the Slayer. If I go to my skills and open up Slayer, you will see that right at level 1, we got an enchanted gem. We got the Birth of Slayer Master. We got we can do also Canifus with 20 combat. We can do the Slayer Master and Edgeville Dungeon with 40 combat, and the Slayer Master in Xenaris, which is the Fairy City, was 75. That was the shed in Lumbridge, but we need to do the Xenaris quest to access that. So since my combat, if you look and where I'm pointing the mouse here in the bottom right corner, my combat is currently 6. So I need to use the Slayer Master and Bertha to start. If you're in a free world, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Slayer's a member skill. So you can do these creatures aside from Slayer. However, if you're able to get members, it's more efficient to train the task that the Slayer Master gives you because you can train both the combat and the Slayer at the same time. But that's a personal preference. You can decide what works for you. Alright, so for now, I'm going to start. Just so you know, some of these tasks, like Cave Bug, Face Mask for Cave Crawler, Ear Musk for Banshee, these require higher levels of Slayer because I'm looking at Slayer levels. Alright, so they will not assign a Banshee if you cannot wear Ear Musk. They will not um, assign a task that you need something of. Let's see, this is 25. They will not assign cockatrice if you cannot yet use Mirror Shield. This program not to do that. So when you first start, your list of tasks that they will assign you will be very short. Will take your levels into consideration. So we're here at Teriel. I will say, by the way, the enchanted gem, you used to be able to check uh, your task and find out how many you have of what task you have left and how many. I there is a configuration. Uh, there's a configuration in uh, the settings. The first couple of videos that I put up, you'll see a few videos there about creating an account and about setting your settings. You can create a little box on the side of here for your Slayer task. If somebody needs more detail on that, let me know in the game or in the comments below, and I will specifically show you how to set your Slayer counter so it shows up on the screen. That kind of eliminates the need to have your gem with you, so you can save space in your inventory. Uh, Not necessarily in the beginning because these are all low level creatures, but later on when you get higher level creatures, it becomes challenging to have enough space to bring all different high level potions and foods and other materials that you're going to need with you to successfully complete the task for the higher level creatures. So it might be helpful to get used to having the counter on the screen rather than having the gem. But again, personal preference. So I'm here at the Birth of Bloodstone. If you open your teleport tab, and then it's Birth on the world map. You start Slayer here in Berthoud. If I zoom in, I'm here by the lodestone. The warrior's gold is to the left. The hero's gold is to my south. If I back up, I'm north of Taverley. I'm north and a little bit west of Valador. So that should give you a guide as to how to get here. I would hope by this point you know how to do that. So I'm going to list the directions of getting around. If you have questions, please post them or message me in game. I will do my best to accommodate. Alright, so you start Slayer. Uh, I think one of the bonuses I got a little bit of EXP, but this applies to one Slayer, two Slayer, or if you're just starting this skill, talk tutorial. When you start the game, uh, the combat training he shows you how gives you your first task, so that might be part of it also. Alright, so then the dialogue, so then you can go through. I need another assignment, or you can right click and get task. So I'm gonna right click and get task. We don't want we don't want everyone overhearing your assignment, so I'm going to write it down on this piece of paper. Alright, so Terrio shows you a piece of paper with kill 20 frogs written on it. Alright, so got any tips for me? Right. Yes, I've written something else somewhere. The last giant frog I killed, I found slashing attacks. So you would set, you could do slashing attacks on them. Alright, so you see here 28 frogs left. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to this other window here. And we'll see here, these are the tasks uh, that this Slayer Master will assign. Alright, so frogs are, let me just see, frogs. Uh, so if you look at frogs, Lumbridge Swamp Cave, Big Frog 36. Alright, so I'm surprised actually that they are assigning level 36 frogs at my level because I'm currently new. Usually when I first started my other account, I was assigned like cows or chickens or such like that. So uh, let me just see if there is a lower level alternative. Okay, it doesn't let me search for that. So I'm quite honestly surprised, but I will see if I can find them in the Lumbridge. I don't know what the programming changes are. So the uh, first Slayer creatures that you should be doing are uh, the first Slayer creatures you should be doing are creatures like cows, chickens. So here is. We changed this map a little bit. Dark hole under tree. Alright, there is a sheer drop below the hole. You will need a rope. Alright, so we will need to go to a bank and get a rope. I hope that you got one uh, earlier. There happens to be a rope here in my bank. here. Alright, so now back to the cave. Attach the rope and throw it down. So now, once you attach the rope the first time, you will no longer need to attach another one because it stays there. So climb down. All right. So this cave is very dark. You will need a light source before you go down. All right. So now I need to go and get a light source. I don't remember if I bought a candle when I was in Catherby. Again, I'm extremely surprised at this first task they gave me. This wasn't. I didn't know that they would. The game would do that. Extremely surprised. Let's see. I don't have any candles in here for some reason. So let me pick one up at Catherby. And the candle seller is South Candle Maker. So let's buy one, and I'll buy a spare just in case. Light candle. What the heck, light them both. Alright. And then now I'm going back to Lumbridge Lodestone. Alright, now the rope is already attached. I have a lit candle, so I'm going to climb down. There's no more warning message, it lets me down. And here I am in the. This is the Lumbridge Cave. Alright, so let me switch here. Frogs. Lumbridge Cave, big frogs, 36 giant frogs. Alright, so big frogs, 36. So big frog 36 is this one that's near the entrance here. Well, they let me in here, and you're supposed to wear a spiky helm for that. For that's a wild beast, but at my level, they don't let us use spiky helm yet. So once again, I'm extremely surprised at their choice of tasks uh, for my combat level. Uh, but they've programming has changed substantially, so that's it is what it is. Let me see if it will let me even do this. I just have to be a bit careful because I'm anticipating that I will have a hard time killing these for my level. Uh, Make sure you set your combat settings, combat bar. And these items on my combat bar are the only ones that are available at my level. So yeah, this is a if you're just starting out and they give you a task like this, I recommend that you go to if you see the Lumbridge video, I showed you the cows, chickens, and ducks. So I recommend that you will not uh, start with that Slayer task if that's what they assign to you, because it will be uh, extremely difficult for anyone to complete this uh, for a first task. Uh, so uh, so the so I maybe I will resend the advice that I provided at the beginning of this video to combine that. However, I did get I got an attack level, I got a defense level, I got a Slayer level. However, I also uh, almost completely ran out of food from one item, so that's not recommended. Let me exit the cave. I need to make sure I exit the cave first. I'll see if I can show you to another location where they have these, because I'd like to show you what happens when it completes exit out of the map. Alright, so Lumbridge, big frogs 36, giant frogs 44, light source is required. The largest grouping is in the southwest area near the Aetheric Cavern. See, it's about further use of sea frog. The frog is animals which can be based or tiny frog. Alright, that's where I am now. Alright, so that's basically it. I'm gonna uh, I guess I may have to end this video without really completing uh, the task. I really wanted to complete the task and then show you what it's like to take it through, but I don't really see an option for that. There's frogs and sinners, but I need a quest for that. That's not gonna happen in this video. Let me try one more thing. Let me try one more thing that I might provide you some useful information. There used to be a way to rescind task, but uh, that rescind task was usually if it was assigned by another Slayer Master. So he is the noob Slayer Master. So uh, let me see if we have the option. You're still in this. I need to finish that one first. Alright, so it forces you to complete that. So I need to stack up on a lot of food, and I'm gonna try to get this one completed. But when you finish the task, it will say that it's done, and then it will tell you that there's in the chat window that there's no you finished your assignment, and this will show 0, and then you can come back here and pick up your next task, and then each time you successfully complete a task, it will give you points, and then you can use that to get rewards. Alright, so alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end here. Sorry about that. I don't really have any say so over what the programming decides. Uh, Hopefully, on a future video, it will be a little more successful.